I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
No, it's dead on.
It is dead on because, well, Batman's not here. So we'll see, because she is our clap sync lady. It's her job. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the At Random podcast. Batman's not with us today. I'm your host, Alex. Joining me is Hoodie Andy over there. How you doing?
This looks like shit. I'm going to take
reason,
this
he just
off.
put a hood on his head for some reason.
Yeah.
While he's sitting in a garage.
I'm cold and old.
Aren't we all?
No, I'm doing good. I'm feeling a little daddish today. It's like I think I've reached a point where I'm like not a dad, but I'm a dad.
Yeah, you're just like, you don't remember the before times.
No, it's just I look around me. I see sanding paper over there. I see a cabinet that I'm restoring right behind me, a cabinet that is restored right next to me, another cabinet that needs restoring, a bunch of shit like a bicycle that needs fixing, and like I am in my garage.
Yeah, so you're becoming, the real dad. 25 projects and none will ever be done.
No. I actually did. Look at this. Wait, I'm going to show you. If you want to see my artsy projects, then come
join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Look at this baby puppy right there.
Oh, it's like a nice little drawer.
Did it? Yeah.
Little bedside table looking thing or something.
That's the bike. Wait, hold on. That's the bike that needs fixing. That's the one I already sanded down. Right over here is the one that needs sanding because like they're dressers. That's a painting I'm working on.
Oh yeah, okay.
You
are legitimately a father now.
Yeah.
Like,
and if you didn't notice, at the corner of the screen, you could see my beer gut.
that will only ever get larger.
Oh yeah.
From now on,
I'm growing it. I refuse to grow a beard or a mustache, but I'm doing a dad bod definitely.
I mean, a lot of women find that sexy. Like, if listeners, like, if you want to see Andy's dad bod, like,
yeah,
I don't know, if we get like 1,000 likes on a picture of Andy, he'll show his dad bod.
We won't.
No, we won't. But maybe.
Yeah.
But
we're not doing too bad with listeners, though.
No, we're doing great. Actually, it's been a good few months after COVID sort of fucked us at the start. It was a bad time to launch podcasts when no one was commuting to work. You know, kind of the prime time for podcast listening. But no, you guys bounced back for us. Yeah. Which is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, it's a bit low key. We're missing a third member. Andy's kind of being a dad. I'm just kind of tired, to be honest with you. But whatever. We're going to just talk about something here that just is interesting to you and me. I don't think Ali would give a shit about.
No.
And we're going to talk about, so the week, I guess when this comes out, it'll be last week, just gone, the brand new video game consoles released.
Oh, yeah.
From Microsoft and Sony. So we're just going to do a bit of like a gaming episode.
Finally something to beat the PC.
Yeah, sure. All right. Sure. But I honestly don't have much to really talk about on these. I didn't want to have like, no fucking technical details or anything like that. I actually just want to ask you, do you have one yet?
No.
Because you're a console gamer.
Nah, I'm a console gamer, but every time a new console comes out, I know they fuck up in the first series. Like the first edition they released, there's always bullshit in it. Like stuff they don't need, or like stuff they didn't think like, oh, this can do better, or blah, 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 blah. They change things around a bit. Takes about a year for that to happen. So I usually don't pre-order consoles. I am a pre-orderer of games especially bad games like Fallout 76.
Yeah, you're really good at that. With the bad ones. That wasn't even bad. That was wasn't even a game.
Dumpster fire. That was like the 2020 of games.
Dude, I tried it earlier this year, like almost 2 years later, and it was still terrible. So I don't know how bad it could have been on release.
I remember that.
Like, holy shit. I gave up after 2 hours.
I could not understand why you wasted your money on that. And I didn't buy it.
It was in Game Pass. Yeah. It was included in Game Pass, so it was kind of like free.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, I'll try it. How bad can it be? Because I've been talking shit about it.
Very, very is the answer to that. Yeah. But yeah, so I usually wait around about a year until I buy consoles.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that was actually going to be my next question, is when, because I kind of assumed you didn't have one.
Yeah, no.
But what I'd say, like, what would make you buy one, like, earlier? Like, is there a killer game that if it came out, you would just be like, fuck it, like, I'm buying it? Because I know you're more like a Sony fan.
Not really.
PS5.
I mean, if VR porn was incorporated immediately in it, then that would be a good selling point. Have you tried
VR porn on the PlayStation?
Well, you can now. You can do it now on the PlayStation. You couldn't do it when I bought the headset because, like, that's like 90% of the reasons why. It's like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, I bought this headset. Cool games. I'll play. I'll play all different kind of games. Never fucking played it.
I mean, Half-Life Alyx looks like the only cool VR game to me. But
no, that's not true. I genuinely, I already played it, Skyrim. Yeah. The last one with the Dragonborn, of course. I played the Elder Scrolls as well, I think. Yeah, I did.
That is Skyrim.
No, the one before where the gates of Oblivion opened. Yeah. So I played that, and I got to be the Dragonborn again, which was awesome to do that in VR, and to like, just I don't know, like be in that world. It's a totally different experience. So that was one of the fantastic things I got to do. Also, never got around to it, but the new Half-Life that dropped was on VR as well. I don't know, PlayStation VR? I think so.
Did it come to consoles? It must have.
I think it did, because like it was like, oh, Half-Life is coming back and blah, 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 but then it was just a spin-off thing.
It's like, fuck you. No, Half-Life 3 for you.
But from what I've heard, the environment is just, it's amazing. Like they done a really bang up job. So maybe Gabe will change his mind and do a third one.
Maybe. Well, I mean, it also helps that Valve literally make VR headsets, so like they could cut. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which,
and it's pretty much all catered to their technology as well. I'd assume.
Yeah, I think so. And I would highly recommend try VR porn. We had a boys' taco night at my friend's place 6 months ago.
Is that what you call that when you watch porn with the boys? A boys' taco night?
He had just bought a VR set, so like, all right, fuck it, we have to do it. So one of my friends downloaded a VR porno and then brought it on a USB thumb drive there. Yeah. And we spent like an hour because you have to install some bullshit app and then like load the USB stick a certain way.
It's a built-in app that already is on your PlayStation, but you have to download it so you can use it.
Yeah, you have to make an account, and then you have to format the USB, like the thumb drive, in a certain way so it will read the porn, like VR porn files. But whatever, it's the future. It is. It really, like, I didn't think it would be good, and I was like, oh my, it's like they're here, like literally.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
What if a console would have a built-in like cock sleeve or something like that? Would you buy then?
I mean, if I had one of those Sophia robots, that was basically a sex bot. You know that creepy, like the we talked about the AI robot chick that like got interviewed and stuff. But like, if you just had her, but it was like just a sex bot, but it sort of felt like a human, and then you just had the headset on. I mean, you're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
you're having a pretty good time.
You just need the bottom half, basically, so you only need to buy half the doll.
It feels real. It looks real. Maybe it is.
You don't have to clean out your wife afterwards. That's the difference.
So you can just put her in the dishwasher. But, all right, well, so my top tip console is good for VR porn. Well, I guess you can do that on anything, really.
Yeah.
But okay, so nothing would really make you buy one like now. Like, I don't know, God of War comes out next week, and you're like, fuck, I have to.
Nah, I'm pretty chill as far as that comes. Like, I've never felt the pressure to have to buy. There's one, but that's because of you. I said this a couple of times. Whenever you say a game is good, I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be fucking awesome. You told me a while back, Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be the shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Fucking better.
I literally, I swear to God, I am not looking anything up about it. I occasionally see shit pass by, like, oh, this will happen, and like they postponed the date again, and blah, 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 blah. So I see shit like that pass by, but what the game is about, what you can do, all that shit, I have no fucking clue. I'm buying this purely because you said it was going to be good, because I feel like you're so in tune with what a game should be like and what a game should look like. And I think you got pretty good taste. So
thank you. You know why I think it is? We're a similar age. We're not 15-year-olds that want to play Call of Duty and teabag. I fucked your mom. Like, fuck off. No, fuck you.
I can still enjoy Minecraft though. Yeah,
Minecraft, but it's like Legos for adults.
Yeah, I know.
Really, it's like
first thing I ever built on there was a gigantic pink penis castle.
Of course.
And it got caught on fire because I didn't know I built it entirely out of wool, because that's the only sort of block you can like dye at that point, and it caught on fire because I didn't know wool attracted lightning.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, apparently it does.
All I know is every time I try to play Minecraft, what are they called? Creepers?
Yeah.
They just fucking appear and just wreck me.
Oh, yeah. You need to stay indoors, buddy.
Fuck this.
Stay indoors at night.
Yep. But Cyberpunk, though, you know, I'm taking 2 days off work, like next week, this Thursday and Friday, because Cyberpunk was supposed to come out on this Thursday. So I took 2 days vacation, and now I'm just like, fuck, I guess I'm just going to watch porn for 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck else? I thought about getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I was like,
do I have time? Do I have time to send you my VR set? Maybe you could enjoy your days more.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
All right, well,
but yeah, Cyberpunk, it better be good. I'm upgrading my whole PC for that fucking game. So
are you? Jesus
Hell yeah.
Christ! Yeah,
I dropped about 600 euros the other week ordering my CPU.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, so it better be fucking good. But, fingers crossed, anyway. But okay, let's get back to these. So, have you looked at the launch titles for the consoles? By any chance?
No, I haven't followed this as much as I should.
Terrible.
Yeah,
like I look at it, I'm like Xbox literally have nothing.
Yeah,
it's all like Xbox One games and like backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
PS5 has like a Demon's Souls remaster. Yeah, cool, but it's not a new game.
Yeah,
they have a game called Godfall. Which is a console exclusive. It's out on PC as well as PS5.
Okay.
Apparently it looks amazing, but the gameplay is like super average.
Yeah.
It's like a cookie cutter. They took like, wanted to be kind of Dark Souls, but it's easy, and then it's like a bit of Destiny like loot style, but it's worse. And then other than that, it's all games that I've already played before. And I'm like, why would I want to spend $500 US?
You see, that's another reason why it's a good idea to wait for at least a year. You know, you gotta have the dumbasses. Have you seen the reselling prices on these things?
Yeah, they're fucking insane.
Like I saw one of $1,750 or something like that, and they bought it for what? Like, I don't know what the PlayStation goes for. What $5.99? Something like that.
$4.99 for
$4.99, yeah,
with the disc tray or whatever.
So it's incredibly dumb. So I let the retards handle the first year of getting the consoles, like the real fanboys, and then I buy the proper product. And usually by then there's like a good 4 to 5 games that's averagely good and like one good one that you can really enjoy. I've done it with a PlayStation 4. I've done it with a PlayStation 3. I've literally
there's always like a slim model or a pro model that comes like 3 years in, and then you're like, I mean, that's the one to get, because then the other one sucks. Like the second the Pro models come out, the other one's shit.
I disagree with that. I like the chunky fucking thing, you know. It all looks sleek and modern and shit like that, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't mind having a brick on my fucking TV cabinet. It's just, you know, it's the console, you know. I don't know. I've never not enjoyed having the second generation console, not the third.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, if you ever had the original Xbox, now that was a literal fucking brick.
Yeah.
That thing was enormous.
But like the one they're selling now, isn't it like a brickish sort of fucking square towery thing now as well?
It looks bigger than it is. Like I watched videos and it's actually not like it just looks big.
Uh-huh.
It's basically just the size of like so they can fit a fan on the top. I don't think it looks that
good. It's like just a towery box with a fan.
But at least it's like it's stealth, you know. Like it's not going to grab your like. To me, the PS5 looks just retarded. It's enormous. It looks like a router on steroids.
Yeah,
it's like, is it going to send me its Wi-Fi?
It looks like streamlined, I think.
Like I know, and they did it on purpose, right? Because they're going to sell skins, like you know, shells to change, because you know it's white.
Yeah.
So like yeah, we make it look bold, and then we're going to sell you like bits of plastic to cover up that it's white or whatever for another like $50. So we're just going to make more money. Like they're pretty smart.
I've never redone a PlayStation ever. Never bought any stickers for it. I bought it the way it was. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a purist when that comes to that. Like, I don't want to touch my, like, I'm gonna find a $20 sticker to put on my fucking. Like, nah, it's just like you buy it the way it is.
Nuts for the PlayStation ones. Apparently, Sony like sued some Chinese company was starting to like try and sell like you know unofficial new side panels for the PlayStation 5, so they like told them like no and like tried and threatened to sue them.
Sony's
gonna print money on that.
Yeah, Sony is so fucking, they're so smart. They're like the Apple of consoles. It's like Apple actually doesn't change at all. Whether Sony tries at least to change a little bit.
Yeah.
But Sony is so smart when it comes to that. They even have this thing implemented inside of their thing when you're looking at a hacked Blu-ray or whatever, and you've completely downloaded it and it's on a disc, and you know whoever does that anymore, but it like that was a thing they implemented at once. And in the middle of your movie or whatever, the sound would just cut out, and that was purely the PlayStation doing its job. That was purely the PlayStation trying to prevent people from using stuff on their devices that wasn't, you know, legit.
Yep.
And they do it with a lot of stuff. They do it with cables as well, I think.
Yeah, there is a...
I don't think you can use any other cables, the cables given to you, except for the HDMI cable. I think that's the only one where you can shove another one in.
Or it has to be like a licensed cable from a known, you know... Yeah. Where they get some money back. And it's interesting though, like you sort of said how they always have problems, because I don't know if you've heard, but both consoles have had like actually quite a surprising number of issues already.
Yeah.
And so let's tackle a couple. Let's go through. Let's just start with the PS5, because that was the one I read first. So like a cool feature, right, that I think is a cool idea. So you can transfer like old saves and games from your PS4 to your PS5, right? Using either USB or the Ethernet port, you know, the internet port on the back of your PS5.
Yeah.
Except you can't. If you do that at the moment, it will brick your console.
What's that?
Literally, you can't use the console. It like the screen. What happens at the moment? People have tried. They put in their PS4, connect to their PS5, you know, to transfer games and save files.
Yeah.
And the screen freezes. Okay. So you know, you think, oh well, it froze. I'm going to turn off the console, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very bad idea. When you turn it off, it basically locks. Like the system shits itself, and you can't restart it.
Oh, fuck.
You literally have a $500 paperweight.
Ouch.
So people have already, like, it's a software problem. They can fix it, but like.
Yeah.
You know, so cool feature, but broken because obviously it's release day. There's bugs. They're not going to find everything, and then you sell 1 million of them in a day, and some fucking idiot finds a way to break all your testing.
But I don't understand how that is something that is not tested.
I don't know. Me neither. But it's a thing.
It would come it would stand to reason that somebody at PlayStation brings in their old PlayStation 4, shoves it in there, and checks it out, right? So I never gotten how these sorts of problems could like I get that there can be malfunctions and certain hardware, but they should do durability tests on these things at least. Like run a PlayStation 5 for 5 days straight without stopping, shit like that.
Yep. I also honestly think it could be a case of they just kind of knew about it, but they have to release them now or they're going to miss Black Friday and Christmas.
Maybe.
So then they're like, fuck, whatever. We can, it's a we can sell it now and then we can fix it later type of, classic video game mentality.
Yeah.
Ship it now, make the money, and then we'll patch it later. I think that is probably the issue.
Yeah.
So people suggest at the minute, if you have that problem, by the way, don't use the USB ports on the back. For some reason, they're more prone to this issue. I don't know if there's ones on the front. And just do not use the the Ethernet port to connect the two together. They're bugged. Another problem they have is if you put the console in rest, because PlayStation has off and then rest mode, right?
Yeah.
In rest mode, it can charge your controller overnight or whatever. If you put it in rest mode, there is a good chance that the console will shut itself down incorrectly. And then when you turn it back on, it has a storage bug where it rebuilds the whole hard drive again. And you lose all your data.
Oh, fun.
And potentially it can get stuck in an infinite loop. And basically, again, make your console a $500 paperweight because it just constantly turns on, does it, turns off, does it, turn. It's stuck.
Oh,
so people are also having that problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Satan appears.
Yep. They also have a problem where, for some reason, some of the hard drive space just disappears. A few hundred gigabytes, just gone.
Does anyone really need that at the end of the day?
Yeah, true. All you need to do is 300 gig to install Call of Duty, and then you're fine.
There you go.
It's all the only
not
game
that
you
much.
need. That's not that much. But yeah, so far you can see they're not doing so great, right? These are pretty big problems.
Yeah.
This is a lesser one, but how they have a brand new controller?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
You need to do a software update on the controller, apparently, when you first turn on the console.
What?
But in some cases, you have to have it physically plugged in with a cable, or the controller won't update, and then you can't use it.
But that's something. That's
fucking weird.
It's weird, but it's not uncommon because I've seen this with if you want to play split screen in Minecraft, which Minecraft again. If you want to play split screen in Minecraft on the PS4, you have to keep one controller plugged in while you activate the other one. Yeah. So it's not uncommon with PlayStation to do that, actually, to have your controller plugged in to actually get something done. So I wouldn't, no,
it's not a big deal. But again, like you said, it's one of those things. There's always at the launch, there's just these annoying, you just want to play a game and then, oh, my controller doesn't work. Oh, my console fucking is rebooting its hard drive endlessly.
Why can't they be like Project Red? Project Red, they delay their games 3 times now. And they're just no, we're not releasing it. It's not done yet. And I'm like, half the world is losing its shit because of it. But I was like, I appreciate that. I appreciate them wanting to give me a finished product because at the end of the day, it's going to cost me 60 to 70 euros to buy it. Yep. It's fucking... Yeah.
And there's nothing more nor less. I don't know the download size yet, but let's guess. Let's say it's 100 gigabyte download, which is possible right, in modern games.
Yeah.
I hate nothing more. You download like 100 gig, and then you think, sweet, now I finally get to play it. Mm-hmm. Oh, now you have a 50 gigabyte patch because, they fucking sold the thing, shipped it, and then went, oh, yeah, now here's a giant patch. And you're like, what the fuck, man? Why don't you give me that when I downloaded the 100 gigabytes?
Yeah.
Like, nothing drives me more insane.
I hate that. Now, my daughter started playing Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And so she joined the retard squad recently. Yeah, so she's playing that, and now like almost every 2 to 3 days there's like a patch that it needs to be downloaded, and like all of a sudden she got pissed at me. Well, there's no more room on the PlayStation. See, yeah, because I'm playing shit too. You're
playing real games.
Fucking hell, man! Just push it out in one go, and when the season ends, then push a patch out.
Yeah, I hate, and that's why I agree.
Yeah.
I would rather wait till it's fucking ready. Let me download the game, and then if there's a small patch, fine.
Yeah,
but I hate when you was it the new Call of Duty or the one that came out last year? Rather, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or whatever. Had like
I think so. Yeah,
50 gigabyte patch on the day of release.
It was like 10 hours of waiting before you could play it.
Yeah,
I actually laughed because my boss at my work, that's pretty much the only game he plays, and he was like, "Yeah, it's coming out." And I'm not much of an online gamer.
Yeah. I mean,
he was so fucking excited about it coming out, and he's like, "Well, fucking, I left it alone." Like he left 8 hours before he could start, and he got home, and somewhere in the middle of his download, like something happened, and he came home thinking he was gonna play, and he had to fucking redo the entire fucking download again. So
my friend had a similar thing with Call.
Yeah, I think it was like it went in rest mode or something like that, and yeah, so he forgot to.
Yeah, my friend, he was playing on PC, but then they did an update and the textures glitched or something on his system. So he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, had to uninstall the game, download the 100 odd gigabytes again.
Oh, God.
Had the same problem.
No.
Had to uninstall, reinstall it again. Then it worked until their next update the week later, and then it broke again. So in like the space of a month, he downloaded like 500 gigabytes of Call of Duty, and he spent like, literally like, and this is in Australia with terrible internet. I think it took him takes about a day to download each time.
God.
And he was just like, fuck, this is a terrible experience.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Games these days are insane.
Yeah.
All right. And just one last problem with the PS4, as you actually mentioned earlier, if you're not using the HDMI cable that comes with the console, or like a really good quality one, either it won't display an image, or the image like distorts and flickers and fucks up. So if you have a PS5, use a good quality cable, or the one that just comes with it.
PS4 had the same problem for some reason.
It's pretty common though.
Yeah, but then again, like I'm not one to buy cheap HDMI cables because I've never had good experiences with any. Like even with my Blu-ray player that I used to have, like if it was a flimsy HDMI cable, like that would have gotten fucked anyway. So
yeah, well, I mean they either break or they get like weird glitches because of interference because they have like no protection for the cable and yeah. So that's like the PS5 sort of main issues, I guess you could call it.
If you're going to go with the $20 prostitute, you can't expect a fire blowjob,
Exactly. Well, you can expect fire a few days later.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the Xbox's problems. Well, I mean, number one, not to anyone's fucking surprise, but Xbox Live was down for a lot of users. Obviously, all of a sudden you have millions of people trying to connect at the same time.
Yeah.
They have a really because they're gloating, they have the most powerful console and blah blah blah. But if you use on certain TVs, and most importantly, the good TVs, like the top of the line ones, they have an issue where there's no signal or corrupted image if you're playing on a 4K TV with a 120 hertz like variable refresh rate like screen, like that's a really good quality TV.
Yeah,
Microsoft's aware of it. They are going to like do a software update to fix it, but they don't know when.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have like a $4,000 TV and you can't use your console
after
on
the
it.
Corona thing, maybe we'll look into it.
They also have an issue. Quick resume doesn't work in some games, which is one of the features they were touting. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your console can be off, and then you literally like the second you turn it on, it'll just load you straight into the game.
Oh,
and you can have, I think it stores for 5 games in memory or 3.
Okay.
So you can play one game, be like, I'm done with this, and just go straight into the other game. No load screens.
That's a good feature.
That was really cool. But some games it's not working for some reason. Their DVD playback sometimes doesn't work when you put a disc in, so you have to like take the disc out and put it back in.
Yeah.
No one knows why. They're also sometimes broken, the disc trays. Like the disc drive is making weird noises. And some users, the worst of all, are receiving dead consoles on delivery. Like just don't work.
What? Don't
work.
Okay, great.
And some of them, for some reason, are overheating.
Is that the one where the smoke came out? Like the one with the...
Yeah, that was a lie, though. That wasn't true. That was someone's putting vape smoke through it.
Oh.
That was a fake video, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, they are, for some reason, some of them been overheating, but there's a theory because they think they heard like a weird noise and someone thinks like there's like a cable that's getting, so the fan stops working because the cable's getting stuck in the fan.
Yeah.
So, like you said, there's just these stupid fucking issues.
Yeah.
Which is why I was curious if you had bought one, if you'd had any of these problems. But I kind of assumed you hadn't.
Never. I have to be sensible now that I'm a dad.
Yeah, true. You need enough time to do all your renovating of furniture. You don't have time.
Yeah,
you don't have time to play these new consoles.
No, there's so many furniture that has to be fucking sanded down.
Is that like your side money project?
Yeah.
You're just like redoing furniture and then selling it?
You remember when we did the episode on like how money started and like in the way back machine? That was one of our first episodes, I think we did. It's like money and almost got hassled by the European Bank here in Belgium and shit like that. You remember that episode?
I do remember that.
And then I gave people some tips, and that was one of the tips on making a little extra money. And so that's, I do that occasionally.
Nice.
And I do it pretty well as well, because like this end table I showed you, I've bought that for 10 euros. I'll probably be selling that for around 50 to 70 euros.
Nice.
So it's not much, but it's low input and high output. So
And if you get paid cash, the bank still might come asking for you.
Oh well, no. Here in Belgium, I think you can make around 500 a month. They don't have to give into taxes if it's a plus job, not by your main job, but if you do something on the side, you can make up to like 500 a month or something.
I think here there's a similar thing. It's not a lot of money though, but you can make a certain amount of cash legally without having to declare or anything.
Yeah.
All right, let's just, like I said, I don't have that many notes, but just one other thing that was actually that I talked about, like how there's no games, right? Like on launch, really. Like there's nothing. Like Halo got delayed indefinitely.
Do you consider that to actually be a problem that there's no games yet on launch?
Well, more just to the point, like why would I rush to spend $500? Like
exactly.
Yeah, people pissed off that they couldn't buy one, and I'm like, why? It plays the same games your PS4 or your Xbox One plays. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like that's all it. The only thing is you get Demon Souls or Godfall.
You know what? Actually, I'd be. You asked me the question if there was like one big game. If there were multiple new games only for PlayStation 5, I'd probably be more inclined to buy it faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I wouldn't be doing shit I can do now on my PlayStation 4. All these guys that bought their PlayStation 5 and are now playing it. They spent $500 more than I did.
Yeah.
I buy the same game. I buy the same. Yeah, exactly. I buy the same game for 60 euros that you buy. You just buy it for a PlayStation 5, and you just spent 500 on that, so fuck you.
Yep.
But within a year, you'll probably notice that there's games that you can't play on PlayStation 4, and
yeah, for sure.
That's usually when it becomes interesting to.
Yeah, well, there's rumors that the new God of War is going to be announced soon, or did they already announce? They might have already announced it. I can't remember, but that's coming.
I think it's the follow-up story from his son Atreus.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, that game was so good.
Boy.
He
doesn't have a name. He's just boy.
Yeah, boy.
I don't even own. Like, I sold my PS4 before I played that, but my friend who bought the PS4 off me, every time I go over, I'm like, "Can I play God of War?" Yeah. It's like the one game I regret not playing before I sold my PS4.
So good, and the story is like,
yeah. That is a really good game.
You do you know the head that you're carrying with you?
Yeah.
He keeps telling you stories every time you're like, he keeps telling Atreus stories.
Yeah.
When you're on the boats, you're faring somewhere or you're going somewhere and you're on the boat. The moment you're on the boat, he starts loading in because those are silent moments. And I thought that was such a fucking awesome thing to do for that game, is to put the different stories and like the mythology of the entire game of every god.
Yeah.
Like they put in the waiting time for when you go from point A to point B. In between that, they tell you the story of that. And when you arrive at a certain location before he gets to end his story, he just stops talking about it. He waits, and then you get back on the boat, and he just starts talking about it again. Yeah. Which is it's such an awesome thing to do.
That's a great game.
Yeah. It very much is. All right, so here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Basically, just pick a console. Pick one.
Ooh, that's tough.
I mean, we both know PC gaming is done now that those two consoles are out. So you got to choose, buddy.
Like, I would say if I didn't have a PC, I would probably buy the PS5.
Oh, wow. Didn't expect that. I thought you'd be a Microsoft boy.
The thing is, like, I like both, but... And, like, I love Halo, and I do like Gears of War. They're the newer ones are like, whatever, but I do enjoy them. But I think now, because I already use Game Pass on my PC, but obviously there is a lot of games, at least at the minute, that are, like, console only.
Yeah.
So, like, I would probably buy the cheaper Series S Xbox, like the cheaper one, just to use as, like, a second thing to play, like, the games that's on Game Pass that isn't on PC.
Okay.
Probably. And then that way I don't have to spend $400 or $500. I can spend, like, $300 or whatever and pocket $100.
Yeah.
Because honestly, for me, like, a console becomes, after, like, a little, like, I barely touch it after, like, a year. That's why I'm not going to bother buying one, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I just use my PC
that's the thing.
all the
time. But that's the thing. In PC, you have so many indie games. Like the games are endless.
Not just games. Like I just sit at my computer, usually even doing other things. So it's like I'm already on it, so it's convenient. Then I can just fire up a game when I feel like it. I don't even have to. Don't have to move.
For me, it keeps like the bumping situation keeps being the controls. I cannot. That just for the life of me, that doesn't like. It's not in my fingers. It's like
with using the retard sticks.
Yeah, dude. Like it's all about that Fingerspitzengefühlen. It's all about that feeling in the fingertips. You know.
I mean, you can use a controller. There's no reason why you can't.
Yeah, but it's such a hassle to set that up. Like I tried playing. What was it again? Wait, hold on. Let me check here. I tried playing Rafts, which was fun to do. Enjoyed House Flipper. That I was able to play.
Jesus, you are becoming a dad.
Oh, yeah. Barn Finders was amazing as well. Yeah.
Quality titles.
Oh, yeah.
Blockbusters.
Yeah. But, dude, how silly they were, like, I enjoyed that. That was actually a selling point for me.
I thought you would like Shower with Your Dad Simulator.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a game. I've never played it. I've heard it. It's not.
Why haven't you played it? I mean, it's shower. How can you see that title and not play it?
Because I don't want to fucking pay for a game called Shower with Your Dad Simulator. But apparently it's not quite what I thought it was. I was like, wow, this sounds like some fucking pedo game.
Yeah.
But it's not. It sounded kind of cool. My colleague actually had it, and I just talked to him about it. It sounded pretty cool.
What? Wait, hold on. What's the quest in that game? Like, what's the end goal there?
I don't remember exactly, but I think it's like a whole bunch of mini games.
Okay.
And then in the end, you have to like find your dad or something in the shower. And there's a whole bunch of dads. I don't know. He, like I said, I just had a conversation
that doesn't sound
about
pedo to me at all.
No, it doesn't. But you know, another brilliant game, and it's free. Fuck, what is it called? I Love You, Colonel Sanders.
Oh.
It is a game, I'm not joking, made by KFC Japan.
No.
Fully, legitimately made by KFC Japan.
Anime style?
Yeah, it's an anime game.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
You go to KFC culinary school and you try to like make the Colonel Sanders fall in love with you. And there's like a dog chef and like all these other characters you can like flirt with, and like it's brilliant and it's free. It's on Steam. It's free. Highly recommended.
Did you ever play Doki Doki Club?
What?
It's like it's the weirdest. It fucks with your head. Well, as you probably figured out by now, like I like horror, but I also like horror within gaming. Yeah. And I think it's called Doki Doki Club, which is basically a flirting simulator. So you flirt with these schoolgirls and they fall in love with you, and you make poetry, like they do poetry and shit like that. But then the computer starts acting up, and it starts referencing you by your name and shit like that. Like it starts fucking with your mind so bad. And it has like these things. Did you ever hear the sound effect of like somebody knocking on the door, and you think in your headset somebody actually is knocking on your door? Yeah. They use that as well, so it's like an immersive thing that you're playing. It's called Doki Doki Club, and like there's let's plays of it out there. It's a very scary fucking. It fucks with you.
Hentai horror.
Yeah, sort of.
Fuck,
and of course,
shit out there.
Rule 34, there's porn about it as well. Like,
obviously. Yeah. Of course there is. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's all I really got to talk about, to be honest. This was just like Ali's not here, let's talk about games.
What games are you playing right now?
We've just been playing Sea of Thieves, Ali and I.
Still?
Oh, yeah, I got her to Pirate Legend, which is...
Oh, fuck.
So now we're doing...
That's in a pretty short time.
Event. Yeah, it went pretty quick because she's playing with someone that's good.
I'm sorry, I'm not part of this episode. But what do you mean? You got me to Pirate Legend. I did that.
You know that it's probably going to cut you out because of the she's angry because I said I got her to Pirate Legend, but really she did.
Correction. I got myself there. I put in the effort and time. Hello, people. I'm sorry I'm not joining you today. Life is hard sometimes. I'm going to go eat more chocolate and watch my rats. I'm pretty sure one of them stole my snooze. I can't find it.
And do you really think someone that loses their nicotine products would get themselves to Pirate Legend and Sea of Thieves? I don't think so. But yeah, we would just, I mean, Sea of Thieves. But the thing is, it's something we do together.
Yeah.
And so we're smashing the Halloween
You like to put your
event.
relationship to the test.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago now. She threatened to never play with me again.
That sounds about right.
But then she did play with me again, so I mean, she's a liar. But yeah, honestly, I'm just waiting for a Cyberpunk. I ordered my new CPU the other week. It sold out in 1 minute, and I happened to order 3 minutes past the hour, so I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. Then I'm going to rebuild. I've got everything else ready. I'm going to build my new computer, and then play Cyberpunk.
Whenever we talk, dude, you seem so fucking cool, but then you start talking about computers, and I realize what kind of a nerd you are. It's like I just have my little console in my TV, and I just play it and hang out. Like I'm playing The Long Dark right now, which is an awesome like. Do you remember the Walking Dead like storyline game?
Yeah.
The Long Dark is sort of like that. I think
it's a Telltale game as well, right?
Yeah. So, and you can survive, like you can go survival, or you can choose to have like the chapters and like make the snap decisions and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't played the storyline. I downloaded another game yesterday, which was sort of a management sort of game. It's like all pixelated and like
Barn Simulator 2?
No, it's
Stardew Valley.
Shelter. It's called.
Shelter.
It's called
Okay.
Shelter on PS4, and it's basically like the hieroglyphs in ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but pixelated. Your guys, and you have a family of 4, and you just have to manage and survive. And there's been a zombie. There's been an apocalypse.
There's always an apocalypse.
Yeah, and you
in
get
one.
a shelter. You find a shelter, and then but the shelter's a little fucked up, so you have to
Like fix
start.
it or whatever.
Yeah. So
Sounds kinda
I played it yesterday, the first time. I actually enjoyed it, like managing, and I didn't download the Vault game. You remember that when Fallout 76 was coming out? There was a Vault game on, like it's sort of like that.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
Only more chill. It's not like, oh, put on your phone, you gotta fucking mutants coming in or whatever. It's chiller than that.
Nice.
So I've been looking into that sort of games, which I've honestly never saw myself play because it's like so two-dimensional.
Yep.
But I enjoy it. It's actually fun. I killed 2 of my kids.
Damn, that sounds brilliant.
They were eating as well, and I didn't have enough food left. It's like my reasoning was, look, if I die because I gave them the last food, then they won't survive further than that. Hence,
Fuck them.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty clear logic.
And then I can survive and make new babies and pretend the others never happened.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if they're children, it's an apocalypse. What are they going to do by themselves?
Yeah.
You were just putting them out of their misery. You're a good dad.
So I just one got food poisoning from I can't remember what. And so I tucked her into bed because I know that she would have slept longer than she would have had time to heal. So I made a decision to have her go night-night.
Yeah, you made her go night-night, all right.
Yep. And the other one I just put in the shower because that was the most
Were you
convenient
playing
place for him
shower
to
with
die.
your dad simulator? Damn.
Shower with your dead baby simulator.
Shit. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Do you want to know another game? If you want to know how much of a nerd I am too, another game that I would go back into again is Lord of the Rings Online recently. Love that game.
Lord of the Rings Online. Jesus Christ. That's...
is old.
Wait, I never played the online one. I've played the one with the ghosty guy that's...
Oh, Shadows of War, Shadows of Mordor?
Yeah,
whatever it's
Shadows
called.
of Mordor. I played that
That's
one.
a good one.
I lended that one from my boss at work. Like, he had that one. And I want to play the other one as well because it seemed so cool, but never got around to it. But
It's pretty
like,
good.
Genuinely. But now I have to... there's so much I have to still do. I have to finish The Last of Us 1 because I was replaying it so I can buy the second one.
Yep.
But I've bumped into this place where I can't seem to get over, and I got pissed off. So
Yeah,
that's
fuck
on
this
hold
game.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I can't buy The Last of Us 2 because I'm stuck at The Last of Us 1.
Yep.
And,
Don't you love having not enough games to play?
yeah.
I think every time I look at my Steam library, I'm like, I don't even remember if I've opened half of these games. I have like 300 or something. It's like, I only care about like 20. The rest
Yeah.
of you are just, I don't know why
Yeah,
I paid for you.
trash.
Yeah,
Trash.
maybe I got
yeah.
you in a humble bundle or some shit. I don't care. Fuck off.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, I got a couple of games I still have to do. I definitely want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
That's definitely one. Not because I like the Assassin's Creed series, but just because he said, they call us barbarians, let's not disappoint them. And I was like immediately masturbating in front of my family.
I've heard it's good. So
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Actually, there's not many Assassin's Creed games I haven't enjoyed, except the ones between Ezio Auditore and then a couple of fucked up one, and then it was Origins again.
was it Unity that was the really dumpster
Yeah.
fire where like people's
Yeah, it's
faces
like-
would like teleport off their bodies to like
Yeah,
200 meters
Yeah.
down the street?
yeah.
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 I don't know. I remember I played the original Assassin's Creed when it came out, and for the first 4 hours, I was like, "This is pretty. Like, damn, this is cool." You know, like climbing this building. I'm like, and then I was like, "Is this all I do? Do I just climb this tower, jump in a haystack, stab a guy, and then do it again?"
Yep.
And I was like, "Yeah,
Yep.
fuck this." And then the gameplay seemed the same for like every other game.
Oh yeah.
But then I played.
But,
Which was the Egyptian one? Origins.
Origins, yeah.
And then I was like, "Damn, this is way different now. This is awesome."
Origins is absolutely the one that brought me back to the Assassin's Creed
And
series.
then I played
And then
Odyssey,
they
and I
followed
was like,
it up.
"Damn,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is good."
they followed it up with Odyssey, and that was like, oh god. The only thing that could made me jizz more about the Assassin's Creed if after this one they would do like an Assassin's Creed what's it called again? A ninja one, like in
like a feudal
in-
Japan.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that would
yeah.
be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be like if they did that, then I would jizz all over
Like
my TV.
killing
probably.
samurais while you're just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a ninja. Just that would
Yeah,
be pretty
yeah.
dope, actually. But my only problem with Assassin's Creed Odyssey was it is the first game I've ever played. I love role playing games, right? Like RPGs,
Mhm.
big world, but there was too much to do. Like the quests
Yeah.
got to the point where it was just like
Yeah.
almost the same in every zone once you worked them out, and you're like,
Yeah, I know.
but like I don't want to do the same quest in this zone.
Yeah.
I just cleared
But you
that
can't.
zone.
You know that's the thing. That's the thing. You cannot like. Assassin's Creed is one of those games, and especially Odyssey, it invites you to complete the entire fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I was doing everything, like every
But
checkpoint, every fucking water, like
Every chest, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But the thing is, you can't because it's just they make it so fucking big. So it's like a double-sided blade. You know, it cuts on the good side and cuts on the bad side.
yeah, like you easily
They-
put
they-
in 100 hours, and you're like, I've
Yeah.
done
Oh yeah,
2/3 of the game.
yeah.
The
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. I think I got about like. I thought I was like, oh, I'm so close to getting everything, and then I checked and I saw that I was like on 45% of the game, and I was like, oh, fuck
Jesus.
this fucking shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the issue with it for me is it's almost like, because you know how like each part of the map, if you don't know, listeners, like each part of the map sort of has like a level range,
Yeah.
right? And it's almost like an MMO style of like quest development where like, you know, you go to a town and it's a hub and all of a sudden you just pick up like 10 quests at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas I kind of like the way that CD Projekt did with The Witcher 3, where like you didn't get that many actual quests, but they were really well like fleshed out. You know, they actually had like a story, and it wasn't just like, go kill 10 wolves.
Yeah.
I need skins or something. It was like,
Yeah.
or it might start like that, but all of a sudden it became this bigger storyline if you kept
Yeah.
pulling the thread.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer that more like deliberate storytelling to just giving me a quest so that I can get XP and move to the next zone.
Yeah.
That's my only problem with it.
what
with
what
Assassin's
The
Creed
Witcher
Odyssey.
3 Wild Hunt was very good at as well was, like you said, it started as something simple like, there's a ghost by a well, go check out the fucking ghost, and then you get there and then you unravel this story about one of the biggest quests that I thought, like the one that had most impact on me, was the Maiden in the Tower.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one? It's
Yeah.
actually a story from the books as well.
Yeah. Is that one with the
where
rats?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to go to this rat-infested tower, and slowly you start by finding different things and reading them. You start unraveling this history of this tower, and you're thinking like it's an story inside of the story, and
Yeah, exactly.
I genuinely, oh man.
But not even that.
That's why I think Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be the fucking shit, man.
Me too. Plus, you can customize your genitalia.
You can.
Yep.
I'm gonna have such a big dick.
Because
I'm gonna have one leg, and like.
but I think you can even make like
dick to walk on.
cyberkinetic. Like you can make a cyber dick. Because you can have like body mods.
They can't have dicks in games, though.
Yeah. They're gonna let you. It's one of their
Wait.
features.
Are they?
Yes. You can modify your genitals.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, you could probably go from a guy with a vagina or a girl
No.
with
You
a
can
dick or something.
customize them. Like
You can customize. So if I
Yes.
got droopy balls,
you can get a bowl enhancement. Like a cock enhancement, a vagina enhancement. You can be in hermaphrodite. You can be whatever.
can I have like gigantic lips as a female?
Huge lips.
Just letting them flop out like steaks.
So you're trying to stealth and they just hear like every time you take a step, like shit. Damn, that would be amazing. I don't know if it's that detailed. All I know is there is genital customization.
Where you turn
I'm a
around as a
fan.
guy and you knock someone over with your dick. So, fuck.
Is that a
Gotta
gun
put
or-
it away again.
Like
Thought
this is
it
a
was
stick
drafty
up.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get what you mean with the Witcher.
if that's the case, if they go that far, I mean, holy fucking shit.
Yep. And I think as well, like every character, like every game says this, every character has their own life and blah. But I think they've like gone to big depths to have like every NPC actually, kind of lives a life. So it feels like a real city that you're in.
I actually appreciate that in Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs had this feature. The new Watch Dogs, I'm playing through it right now.
Meh.
It's okay. It's okay. It's genuinely it's okay. You can have fun, but again, like there's so much to do and so much to get and blah 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 blah. It's like it feels like an Assassin's Creed without action. Because basically any level you have, figure this out like after the third mission, you can just do by cameras and like one spider bot and you can take over an entire facility just with that. So it's like one of those games, if you invest your points right in the beginning of the game, like the rest of the game is, the rest of the game is super easy. But I did it, like I do enjoy the fact that they actually have podcasts, small sections of podcasts on that.
At random in there.
Yeah, you can download like little audio files that you find throughout the map and like listen to that. And
That's
there's
pretty
like
cool.
texting files, one person to another, and like pretty nasty shit in there. And
Are they turning the frogs gay?
not yet, not
amazing
that
if that
far,
was
not
in
that
there.
far. But one of the things that I had happen yesterday, which I thought was a very fun Easter egg, it's made by Ubisoft as well.
Yep.
Is that at a certain point in the game you jump off a roof and you hear an eagle screech as you did the eagle landing in water. So that was that. I thought that was a fun touch for them to put that in there.
I'd say that's honestly my only like. Ubisoft basically make the same game now. Like if you look at their franchises, like Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Far Cry, Ghost Recon, and I think they have another one. But whatever, like they're the same basic. It's like a huge open map. You have to like capture this tower or climb a thing to unlock more area.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I kind of wish at some point they would maybe like at least Far Cry, maybe change it up a bit.
Yeah.
Like, don't just follow that same formula. I'm getting kind of it's all the same.
I'm a simpleton as that when it comes to that. Like I enjoy the simplicity of that. Like Far Cry 5 definitely I thought that was such a fun game.
That one didn't capture
you
me.
have to do the constant same thing, but the environment you're in is so fucking beautiful.
That one didn't capture me though. I don't know why.
Well, Far Cry 5 captured me the most. Now that I've played Watch Dogs Legion or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Legion, I think.
It doesn't captivate me as much because you're in such a crowded city.
Yeah.
It's just too much pushed into a small space. And Far Cry 5 had like the wide open spaces that you can walk through and like shoot deer and suddenly have somebody attack you from a distance that you didn't see coming and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I mean, Ubisoft in general pushes out the same shit over and over again. But, you know.
It's not shit, though. It's just the same formula.
No,
That's
exactly.
my problem.
Yeah.
Like, I just maybe mix one up, change it up. But I think in Ghost Recon, it doesn't work. I think they've shown that. The last two, like, they're just... Ghost Recon should be a slow, tactical shooter.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely different to what, like, when I was growing up playing, like, the early Ghost Recons. It's not even remotely the same game.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd kind of go back. But holy shit, we've been going for an hour.
Jesus. All right. Well, enough about games,
nothing. I guess. Really? It's good to take an easier one sometimes.
Pornhub started a live video. Sorry, people. Gotta go.
Fuck. Put on your VR headset and just become immersed.
Kind of
just a tip, sex questions with... Who is it?
Generally, like, it's very difficult because when you search too hard for a threesome, it's weird and it's creepy.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. When you search too hard for a threesome, it's too weird.
That's a top tip, courtesy of Pornhub, brought to you by @Random Podcast.
There you go. All right. Well, on that lovely note, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us on the Discord server, check us out every Sunday. Then you can do that on the Discord server. Link in the description down below. If you want to find us on Instagram, you will be able to find us at @random.podcast. That is at.random.podcast. And we have a Twitter account as well,
which is @_randompod. So hit us up.
There you go.
Hope you enjoyed this little, just like a little side,
It's
a little bit of an easier one
out
today.
Yeah.
Because Andy's been sick, Allie's been, she's got stuff going on. We're all
busy.
busy.
I'm not that sick anymore. I'm on the up.
Yeah,
I'm
just making an excuse for why,
I have AIDS.
It's not as in depth as maybe some of our other ones, but it doesn't matter. Next week we'll be back to a more regular type of content.
You'll hear me scream, "Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen!"
And hear Allie just sigh.
Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't like that. I think it's a good intro.
I think she just doesn't like happiness.
Bye-bye.
Bye.